going on YouTube? I know it's been a while, man. It's been a while. I'm happy to be back. Super happy to be back. I hope you guys are happy that I'm back. First things first, I want to apologize for, taking a few weeks off. My schedule's been crazy. A lot of stuff been going on. So I had to get a lot of things sorted, especially with work and other things outside of that. The weather's been terrible, but now we're starting to get good weather. So we should be back on board, everything back to normal. I should be posting weekly like I was before. So that's the good news. Another good news is my birthday was Monday, and I decided to treat myself to a nice gift. So I decided to get another German classic. As you can see, the Porsche is still good. You see something else behind there. Can you guess what it is? Let's go take a look. That's right, an E30. So, another backstory, I had an E30 about like 2 years ago, briefly. I bought it, was gonna build it pretty clean. I ended up selling it because I saw some good deals on some E46 M3s at the time, and I jumped on the E46 M3 wagon, well, bandwagon I would say, and I had myself two E46 M3s. But as much as I love the E46 M3, and I think I might get another one, I always felt like I wanted to go back and do something to one of these. I mean, I don't know how far I'm gonna take the build on this. Right now, I just kind of want to daily this more than driving the Porsche. I mean, I don't really daily the Porsche because I drive the Jeep most of the time. But even still, when the Jeep is not available, like if my wife has it or something like that, then I usually take out the Porsche, which is not a problem. But I also just rather just take the E30 out. So decided to get this. As far as build wise, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna do something simple. Good news is I already got bags on the way. I'm looking for wheels. So I'm trying to do a nice little, stand setup on this car, make it look real clean. As you can see, the body is in great shape. Absolutely zero rust. If I tell you the mileage on this, you're gonna laugh. It's at 306,000 miles. And once again, zero rust on this car. And look at the condition of this car. And it came with a lot of goodies too. I was searching for a while. I found this car all the way deep in Jersey. A nice guy owned this car, pretty cool guy. I think he did pretty well with this car. Let me show you what's underneath the hood. Yeah, boy. So it got a swap in it. It doesn't have the standard M20 swap that it comes with on the 325s. This is actually a M50 swap. The M50 comes out of the E36, not the M3, just the regular E36, and also the E34 5 Series. So the cool thing about this is that it's kind of like I don't want to say a poor man's S52, because the S52 is what comes in the E36 M3. I don't want to say it's a poor man's swap, but the reason why people go this route is because just like the S52 and even the S54, these motors are pretty good to hold boost. But if you're gonna go to boost route, instead of spending S52 money, they'll spend M52 money, which is significantly cheaper. So what most guys do with these motors is that they'll just do the ARP head studs and the head gaskets, nice turbo kit on it, and these engines are pretty reliable, hold some good power. I'm thinking about going the boost route. I mean, my dream combination on this car would be an S54, which is from the E46 M3, swapped into this, but it's a very pricey swap. And as you guys remember, this is about to be a RWB, so I can't really go too crazy on this until I finish the RWB. Other than that, what else is on the car? You know what? Let me pull out my notes. I'll tell you guys. I'm gonna show you guys what the interior looks like. So the interior is okay. Needs a little work, but it's in pretty good shape. You know, typical worn out driver's seat. So this was a regular 325. The previous owner took the IS seats, put them in here. It actually had the Dove interior, so he put black IS seats in here. He also did the IS valence and front lip up front, and he did a few other things. I'm gonna tell you guys what he did. So to pair up with the M50, he did a ZF trans, which also came out of the E36. He did a torsion. He did a rear diff out of the Z3M, torsion LSD diff. What else? New motor and trans mounts, new clutch, new master cylinder, new slave cylinder, new Z3 short shifter, new radiator, Walboro fuel pump. Also did headers. Let me see if I can get around to the other side. Did some aftermarket headers in there. As far as the suspension, did a lot of stuff to it. So got Bilstein struts with H&R springs, which I'm gonna swap out. Like I said, I already got airlift kit coming for the car. iBox sway bars. He did all the bushings, polyurethane. Let me close this up because it's raining, guys. Hold on, I'll finish this up. It's the IS front conversion that he did, as I mentioned. Still have the early model bumper. This bumper. I might change to the late model, or I'm also looking at an MTech 2 kit. But once again, like I said, I'm trying to do this kind of on a budget because I really need to focus on the Porsche and finish the Porsche. So I don't want to go too crazy. But yeah, so like I said, he did urethane bushings all around, new trailing arm, new control arms, Z3M steering rack. He did ball joints, tie rods, strut mounts, wheel bearings, CV axles, new pads, rotors. What else? Stainless steel braided brake lines. He powder coated a lot of the suspension components underneath the car. Like if you look underneath, if I get this on the lift when I get the chance, you're gonna see everything. But once again, like I said, the car very well taken care of. So I'm pretty excited for this. Like I said, I'm just gonna dial it up. There's a little couple of things I'm gonna do to dial it up. Like the clutch feels a bit mushy, but once again, he just did the clutch. It's a new clutch, new slave cylinder, new master cylinder. So he also did mention that the clutch line was like a eBay, like a steel braided eBay line. So I'm gonna put a better clutch line in there. You know, gonna bleed the clutch better. Also, the shifter, it has the Z3M shifter, but the bushings are done. So, you know, the shifter just has a real sloppy, kind of mushy feel to it. So I already ordered a rebuild kit from Condo Speed Shop, and I also brought the selector rod. And I think I'm gonna stay with the Z3M. I was thinking about going to UUC short shifter, but I've actually driven another car that had a Z3M shifter in it that felt really good. You know, it's like OEM plus, and I kind of like that, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I'm shopping for wheels right now too. You know, like 3-piece wheels. You know, gonna bag it with it. You've seen some nice E30s on Instagram that bagged, you know, some nice. You know, I mean, usually they got like BBSs and stuff like that. So it's whatever comes that I could catch a good deal on, I'll put on here that actually, like, you know, suits the car right. I'm also thinking about changing the color, so maybe you guys might be able to throw a suggestion out of changing the color or keeping it this. I'm partial to keeping it this color. My boy Robin, the one who's, you know, who I'm doing the RWB kit, the shop I'm doing it at, who's also repainting my Porsche, you know, he's the one that's gonna paint this if I decide to change the color. He wants me to change the color. I was thinking about maybe like a gunmetal, like the dark gray. I really love black in these cars, but I already have a black car, so maybe it's not the best to go that route again. But I don't know. You guys put in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. So let's talk about some other topics real quick, and then I can wrap this episode up. Sorry for the driveway, guys. We had a lot of work going on. As you can, I don't know if you guys noticed the road too. The road has been dug up. So the city dug up the road. They've been doing all the roads over around here, and it's like terrible. Trying to get out the driveway, the road is like actually way lower now, so I actually scraped pretty bad. You know, get these cars out. So it kind of sucks. But anyway, let me see what topics. Sorry guys, I got a whole damn umbrella. 'Cause like I said, it's pouring out here. So, I already told you guys the plans for the E30. So, as far as the LS swap. So, the LS swap is happening. It's definitely happening. Hold on, let me wipe the lens, guys. So, the LS swap is definitely happening, right? The big change about that is that I'm not going with Petrolworks anymore. I'm still cool with Petrolworks. I have nothing against them. I don't want you guys to think it's, you know, something happened, that we had like a fallout or anything like that. But they've been super swamped, and I don't know if you guys don't know about Petrolworks. They have a lot of cars that go out to like the Texas 2K and stuff like that. So Mo has been super swamped with a lot of those cars that getting ready, you know, for those cars to go to Texas 2K. So originally I was gonna go with a guy by the name of Tyler. He runs Chavis Engineering down in Virginia, and he's very well known for doing swaps and only strictly LS swaps into 997s, 996s, and that's who I was gonna originally go with. But the reason why I chose Petrolworks was because Petrolworks was more local to me, since it was also in New York. But now I've committed to going with Tyler. We already locked in a contract. I signed a contract, like a customer contract. He already wrote an invoice, everything down. I'm gonna break that down in another episode for you guys to show you exactly what the LS swap is gonna cost. It's literally on paper, so I'll put it up so you guys can see everything. Also, so I put down a deposit. I'm locked in. So my locked in date is actually the first quarter of January of next year, 2022. If I had jumped on this when I first spoke to him, my car would have been going in right now for the LS swap. So I'm kind of bitter about that. But you know, things happen for a reason, so it's cool. But I'm still locked in for January of 2022. So look forward to that. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Until then, I'm gonna, you know, try to get the car ready for that. I'm gonna probably put the engine up for sale, probably maybe end of the summer. You know. So the next topic I want to talk about is what's going on with the RWB situation. So the good news is my kit is on the way. Yes, my kit is on the way. I have a whole story behind that. I'll get into that once again in another episode. But I just wanted to let you guys know that the kit is on the way, and I'm super excited about that. So the kit should probably be here in about maybe like in a month and a half, maybe 2 months. So super excited about that. I have pictures of the kit. Nakai actually reached out to me. He told me that he was sending the kit out. And once again, like I said, there's a story behind that of how I'm getting my kit now. It's like a whole big thing. Shipping is like crazy right now. Shipping prices are insane. They're like, to ship that kit under like any carrier internationally was gonna be like $5-6 grand, because of all the stuff that's going on with the shipping taxes and all that crazy stuff. But I found a way to get the kit over here. Lucked out. Somebody helped out with that, and I'll tell you about that next time. But you know, I'm super excited about that. The last thing I want to tell you guys is, as far as more parts for the Porsche, a lot of Sparko stuff came in. Steering wheel, bracket, like the seat brackets, everything needed. The only thing that I didn't get yet is the seats and the harnesses. So the reason why I haven't gotten the seats yet, because I don't know if you guys remember from my previous episodes when I went to Sparko, I fell in love with the QRT Performance, which was the red leather seats. But I also fell in love with the QRT-Cs, which it was the cloth seat, but it was the same seat but in like a black cloth, but it had a carbon back to it. So I really like the carbon back, and I really like the red leather. So when I was there, I asked Warren, I was like, is it possible that you guys could do the QRT Performance leather, which is the red leather, on the carbon backs, which they haven't done yet. They've never done that before. And he was like, he was gonna reach out to the headquarters in Italy, see what they could do, this and that. And the awesome thing is that they were able to do it. They are able to do it. They're actually building the seat. The crazier news about that is that Warren told me that they like the idea so much that they're actually gonna start a whole new line of those seats. And basically my seats will be the first seats, kind of like the prototype seats. So that's in progress right now. Estimated I should probably get the seats soon, hopefully. And then I think that's about it as far as the Sparko stuff. My wheels. Rodney and I are working on the wheels now. We're trying to design a wheel now. Like I told you guys, I'm going with Evo 6.1. Gonna do a custom one-off set. And we're actually like 3D designing the wheels right now. So we're in the process of that. Once that's done, I'm gonna show you guys how that looks and what wheels I'm actually gonna be going with on the car. So I'm happy to see you guys again. I'm hoping that you guys didn't get mad at me for not putting no content out. I apologize. I try to make it up to you guys, but stay tuned. And as always, keep supporting. I love you guys. And I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys that's just excited about the build as much as I am. I hope you guys are excited about the E30 also. Maybe I might get some E30 guys to chime in, or either E30 audience to pull into the channel too. That'd be awesome. So like I said, guys, stay tuned. I'm back, and shoot me any questions or comments, and of course subscribe and like the video. Bye guys.